was like, okay, this is the end of the road for me. What's gonna happen now? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna figure out life? My name is Conrad Jr. I was born in Zambia in a small town called Kabwe. My mother could not continue with school because she was in grade 11 the time she got pregnant on me. So the only way to do school was to move out of the country, because if she stayed, our dreams were gonna be shattered. So we moved when I was about 1 year. We moved together to Zimbabwe. It's something that I never saw it coming. My mother was asthmatic. While I was in school, somebody just called me and told me, your mom is normal. It's like, what do you mean? I was talking with her about 3 days ago. She called me. Everything about me stopped working. My world just crashed. I didn't know where to go, who to call, who to run to. In the sense that I never had a phone call from my father, not even a letter to say, hey, son, how are you doing? Not even a word from him. So he never existed, he was never there. So I was like, okay, this is the end of the road for me. What's gonna happen now? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna figure out life? Culturally, if you are a rejected child, you are considered an outcast. So whatever that my mother worked for, she had a house in Botswana, she had so many things. The family to my mother, they went ahead and sold everything. I wasn't given anything, nothing completely. When I was 13, I remember we went for a crusade that was in a town called Chinoi. When we were at the crusade, when I moved up front, that was God touching me, and that was the beginning of turnaround for me. Though I was going to church, I was in a church, I could repeat all those scriptures, but not with that intrinsic, that influence that comes as a result of you live the scripture, you do the scripture, you talk the scripture, and everything changed completely. The way I started thinking, the way I started doing things, I begin to understand that actually God is my father. From reading from the scripture, is a father for the fatherless. I'm a Christian and I have to live by it. And so I became an influence to people as well through that. My first book that I wrote, it didn't resonate well with the community and the church. So the second one I did, I was talking about relationships, things that affect our youth today. So it got received so well. It happened to be the Papillon Printer's bestseller of 2017. And it opened so many doors for me to be invited around the schools to talk about relationships. And I was also taken in by ZNBC, that's a Zambia National Television Broadcast, to be doing 1 hour every Friday. The more you have to go up, it means the more you have to give out as well. To him more is given, much is also required. So I looked at this as a challenge for me to humble myself more, because I didn't want to be ignorant to the point where I get bigger than my capacity. I knew from the beginning that everything that I have, everything that I'll own, everything I'll ever be, it is because of Christ. It is through Christ. So therefore, pride is something that God does not condone. He doesn't love it. He doesn't like it. So I didn't look at it as my doing, but I looked at it as Christ in me doing for his people. So I never focused on myself, but I focused on Jesus. We can plan our future, we can plan everything, but God directs it all. When God is in control of everything, no matter what you think, no matter what you want to do, He's just sovereign. He does whatever He wants with us. We are just a piece in His hands. What I would wish that every person would know about Jesus is that He loves them. No matter how much you condemn yourself, no matter how far you think you are away from Him, He just loves you just the way you are. And He has a next for you. Irrespective of where you think this is the end of the road for you, this is the end of the rope. There's no hope for you. He is our hope. He's active, living, and ready to help. Just call on Him, ask Him. He's gonna do exactly what you need Him to do for you. So don't do life alone. Please, let Him help you.